Assalamualaikum and good day to my supervisor Dr. Chiu Po Chan, my examiner Dr. Amelia. My name is Marina Atika with the metric number 73541. Today, I will present my final year project FYP titled EduSpace, the Adventure of Nebula. In this presentation, I will summarize the contents of chapters 1, 2 and 3. Firstly, let's delve into what EduSpace is. It's a mobile application designed to enhance the learning experience of secondary school students in the field of space education within their learning environment. This application incorporates gamification elements aiming to engage students more effectively in their educational journey. Now let's talk about the problem statement. This is the problem statement where it revolves around two key issues. Firstly, research shows that kids aged 10 to 14 are losing interest in science. Also, secondary school students lack knowledge about space science. This happens because teaching mostly involves lectures and reading textbooks. Plus, there's a shortage of specialized earth and science teachers. But there's a solution. Studies suggest integrating games into education. Gamification is one of the ways to increase students' engagement and be more motivated when learning. Objectives of this project are to develop a space learning platform, specifically Nebula, with gamification elements. Next, to evaluate the effectiveness of the proposed apps for learning. Then, the scope of this project is game development by creating an educational game that provides knowledge with gamification elements. Next, target audience secondary school who is 14 years old student. Curriculum alignment science subject standard, which is the topic of stars and galaxies in the universe, will be used. Lastly, evaluation by evaluating the impact of the game on the effectiveness of the proposed apps for learning. Significance of this project are to improve learning experience and increase interest. Students will gain a better understanding of the topic of stars and galaxies in the universe, specifically nebulae, with gamification elements. Also, the game will increase the students' interest in space, encouraging them to explore the science education further. Now, I will present the literature review. In this section, it will discuss the comparison between existing science learning applications and proposed applications. Solar system for kids, general science mobile applications, science quiz book, and Kahoot. Now, comparing existing educational platforms, the Solar System for Kids app excels in offering diverse interactive games focused on space concepts such as planet arrangement, vocabulary, and memory improvement. However, its counterparts, General Science and Science Quiz Book, cover broader scientific topics without specific emphasis on space education. Kahoot stands out for its versatile quiz platform but lacks dedicated space-related content. In contrast, EduSpace, the Adventure of Nebula, will prioritize topics like galaxies, solar systems, stars, and nebulae. The gameplay format of EduSpace will feature interactive quizzes providing immediate feedback on correct and incorrect answers, incorporating gamification elements like points, timers, level, progression, and leaderboards. Furthermore, EduSpace interface design will evoke space themes using a blue color scheme featuring clean and user-friendly interfaces, accentuated with galaxy backgrounds. Next is methodology. In this project, Agile methodology will be used. Agile methodology, known for its flexible software development, navigates through 6 key phases. First is requirement analysis and design, where collaboration with educators and students guides the gathering of comprehensive needs. Then the development phase involves coding, assets creation, and content integration using Unity and C-Script. Following this, testing focuses on user experience and educational alignment. Deployment comes next, finalizing builds, testing community, and creating user documentation. Finally, evaluation includes pre- and post-tests to refine the games for educational effectiveness among lower secondary school students. Next is the requirement analysis, involves identifying the primary user, which is the secondary school, specifically SMK Kota Samarahan, to gather essential insights. We conducted a survey involving 30 students, aged 14, and 5 teachers from the school. This survey aimed to understand the preference, needs, and expectation for both students and teachers regarding an educational platform focused on space science. Firstly, our survey revealed that almost half of the respondents had prior exposure to educational apps related to space exploration or astronomy. Secondly, most students agree on the significance of learning about space, indicating that a gamified application in space education would greatly benefit their learning. Further insights highlighted students' beliefs about the benefits of gamified space education application. Over 73.3% of students agreed that such an app would make learning about space more enjoyable, while 50% believe it would aid in understanding complex space concepts and encourage curiosity. Additionally, 26.7% expressed that it could enhance engagement in space-related topics. Moreover, the survey assessed the significance of various features for the proposed game app. Students overwhelmingly agreed on the importance of elements like virtual tours, reward systems, and background music, indicating a high valuation of these features to enhance the learning experience in space-related educational tools. Next is the survey for teachers. The survey shows teachers' experience with space-related educational tools, revealing that none of the teachers have utilized such tools in their teaching methods. Then teachers will ask about the significance of space education for students' academic development. Most of the teachers express a willingness to encourage students to engage with space education through a gamified application, highlighting its perceived educational value. In the analysis findings, it can be concluded that both students and teachers recognize the importance of space education and demonstrate a positive attitude toward using gamified applications for space learning, emphasizing the potential for engaging and enriching educational experiences in this field. To ensure the successful development of our proposed game application, specific hardware and software are imperative. The hardware specifications crucial for this project include an AMD Ryzen processor with Radeon Vega Mobile running at 2.3 GHz, 8 GB RAM storage, Windows 11 Home Single Language operating system with a 64-bit architecture, and an AMD Radeon graphics card. On the software front, we require Unity Game Engine for the game development, Figma interface design and prototyping, and Visual Paradigm for designing the game application flow. Now I will going to present the game flow. Upon opening the EduSpace application, users are presented with the choice to either initiate the adventure or access the EduSpace module for space education, including the topic of galaxies and the solar system and nebulae. If not, to start the adventure allows users to explore the EduSpace content. However, choosing this to start on the adventure begins at level 1, progressing sequentially to level 2 and level 3. Upon successful completion, in case of failure, users have the option to restart the level. When complete all levels, users conclude the adventure and gain access to the leaderboard, showcasing ranks and earn scores. Now I will present the activity diagram. The activity diagram starts with opening the EduSpace application. When opening, users see an option menu presenting choices such as EduSpace, Start Adventure, Leaderboard, and Settings. In EduSpace section, users can access educational content covering galaxies, the solar system, and nebulae. For the Start Adventure, initiate gameplay start with level 1, followed by sequential progression to level 2 and level 3. When the user completes all levels, users gain access to the leaderboard, displaying ranks and earn scores. After this, users can select to access the leaderboard and settings. Now we will talk about class diagram. Our central class is Space Learning app, housing attributes like main title and instance of EduSpace, leaderboard, and setting. It also features a method Start Adventure. Then the EduSpace class. EduSpace represents our educational module with attributes module name and module image is associated with Space Learning app in one-to-one relationship. Now Start Adventure class. Start Adventure manage the adventure aspect with methods for starting, displaying questions, and calculating marks. It keeps track of questions, levels, and points. Leaderboard class. The leaderboard class handles user rankings, offering methods to view rankings and display points. Settings. Finally, setting has a credit attribute and as the app method for a smooth user exit. Now the interface design. This is the main menu interface. It offers users options like EduSpace, Start Adventure, Leaderboard, and Settings. Clicking on EduSpace reveals topics such as galaxies, solar system, stars, and nebulae. Clicking on the leaderboard will show the leaderboard interface. Ranking names. It shows ranking names and scores. Next, by clicking Start Adventure, users are prompted with the Start Adventure interface, where a start button begins the game. Next is progressing through levels interface. The top is the interface of level 1, where stars indicate the score. The bottom is the interface in level 2. Stars indicate scores and hearts indicate lives. Then interface for level 3, introducing a timer for gameplay limitation. Next, correct answers will get award points with a positive green interface, while wrong answers deduct points with a warning red interface. Completion of levels prompts for the next level, displaying final scores. Finally, running out of lives and time interface will require a restart for level. Moving on for the expected outcome. The project aims to develop EduSpace, the adventure of nebulae in space, an Android mobile application game. This application will consist of gamification elements such as leaderboards, level, quizzes, rewards, and feedback that are supposed to provide engaging and exciting learning experiences. Learning about science subjects on the topic of stars and galaxies in the universe, specifically nebulae. The application should increase their understanding of the topic and increase their interest in science education. For conclusion, space science is important for early education since it has an impact on many fields in our daily lives. Findings of comparison between the existing application and proposed application can be concluded that the space represents an approach to learning by specifically focusing on space education, delving into galaxies, solar system, stars, and nebulae. Developed utilizing an agile methodology involving rigorous stages from requirement analysis to their review process. That's all from me. Thank you so much.